So as you all know from the video I made a few days back, I have been using the Redmi Note 7 Pro as my primary device for quite some time now. And here is a video talking about if you should still use this device in 2020. So let's get on with our video. Let's start with the design of the device. If you use a device in 2020, you would obviously want it to look premium in some way, which is good to look at as well. So the Redmi Note 7 Pro's design is one of a kind in this segment, as it offers a glass back and is covered by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5 in the front and at the back as well for added protection. There are very less companies that provide a glass back at this price segment, as Realme and Vivo or Oppo all provide plastic body, so it does make the Redmi Note 7 Pro stand out when compared to its competitors. It has a rear mounted fingerprint sensor which is fast and great to use. It also has a teardrop notch which houses the selfie camera. The bezels, well, they are a little extra, but overall if you compare it to the price it is available at now, it is not a big deal. This device has a 6.3-inch IPS LCD display with full HD resolution. The display is, well, good for its price. But at the end of the day, it is an LCD panel and it can't compete with any AMOLED display. The colors are really good, and as I have mentioned earlier, it is protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5. I haven't used any screen protector on this device, so there are some minor scratches from my usage, which is not that big of a deal. Now let's get on with a very important part, that is the performance of this device. First of all, this device has been updated to the latest MIUI 11, which is a good thing by Xiaomi. Well, to be honest, in terms of performance, it is powered by the Snapdragon 675, which is kind of old by today's standard. But in terms of performance, it does hold on very well. While playing PUBG, it has some frame drops here and there, but the experience overall is good to say the least. But for the average users in general tasks, this device does perform really good. Even the RAM management of this device is really good compared to its competitors in this price segment. Now, let's talk about the cameras. It has a 48 megapixel primary camera and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Yes, it only has dual cameras, so you do have to compromise with the lack of an ultra-wide and macro camera, which are a standard in 2020. The primary camera on this device is really capable even in 2020, as it does take good shot in proper conditions. There is a separate 48 megapixel mode which can be used to capture much more details in the shot. Normally, the camera captures the shot at 12 megapixel, but if you are not satisfied by the shots clicked by the stock camera, you can always install Gcam and the difference will be amazing. So I would recommend you to install Gcam to get the most out of this device in 2020. It can also take 4K video at 30 FPS and 1080p videos at 30, 60 and 120 FPS as well. The image processing on Xiaomi devices is really good, as it does retain a lot of details in the shot, and the end result is a really good picture with a lot of details. On the front, it has a 13 megapixel selfie shooter which can take videos at 1080p at 30 FPS. It has a battery of 4000 mAh which can be charged up using the USB Type-C provided. It supports up to 18 watt of fast charging, but sadly it doesn't get the fast charger in the box. The battery is long lasting and it can be easily used for a single day. But if you are a power user like me, or you use the device all the time in this lockdown, you will have to top up the device sooner than usual. It has a hybrid SIM slot, that means you can either use two SIMs or a SIM and a micro SD card. It has a single bottom firing speaker which is loud, but not in a noisy place or outdoors. It also has an IR blaster to control a few appliances. It also has an headphone jack, which many people still do use in 2020, which is a good addition. So overall, even in 2020, the Redmi Note 7 Pro is a really great device which can be used easily for normal usage. But if you want to get a device for gaming, you should opt for the Redmi Note 8 or the Redmi Note 8 Pro devices. So that's it for today. If you stuck around till the end, I really hope that you can subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.